what's up? Today we're going to be asking the question, can De'Aaron Fox ever be an MVP? Yes, a most valuable player, the player that is the best, at least most valuable player in the entire league for an entire season. And he's a great young player, but we don't know if he'll be that MVP caliber player when he's in his prime. But before we get into the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, like the video, and comment down below what you guys think of De'Aaron Fox. Now let's just get right into it. Now if you guys don't know who De'Aaron Fox is, he's the Kings point guard who has improved so much over the past 2 years, and he's still a really young player with a really young core in Marvin Bagley, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes isn't that old, Harry Giles. The team isn't that old, and he has a really good young core surrounding him, but he's the main star. Now, the question is, isn't the Kings' success? Yes, I do think they can be a championship-winning team in the future. We're not talking about their success. Now, if he did have a lot of success with the Kings, that would be huge in an MVP fight, MVP argument. But how good is he when he can be in his prime? Now, the Kings being good, of course, is going to do a ton to his argument, and we'll talk about that later. But the main thing is, he needs to be good. He needs to be that player that can take over games, and we don't know if he's that player yet. But De'Aaron Fox has proven to be an insanely talented player, and last year he was even in the candidacy for most improved player. That's insane, because he was going into his second year, but most players have it at their third or fourth or fifth year for most improved player. To be in the race for most improved player as a second year player, that means that you've had an insane jump from being a freshman, a rookie, to the sophomore, and I feel like De'Aaron Fox could have won it if Pascal Siakam hadn't had that insane year that he did last year. But we're not here to talk about most improved player and all that stuff. Now let's talk about how good the Kings were last year. Now, the year before, Marvin Bagley, he was a draft pick, and he's one of the higher ones just because the Kings weren't that good. De'Aaron Fox wasn't that good. Buddy Hield wasn't that good. All those players didn't prove them. But this year, at least last year, De'Aaron Fox showed out, putting up insane stats. And same with Buddy Hield. Both of them showed out. Marvin Bagley had insane numbers off the bench, and Harrison Barnes didn't have a bad year. And with Dwayne Dedmon coming in, this team is going to be insane. And so is De'Aaron Fox. He had an insane good year last year. I'm really shocked. I at least like the Kings, you know. I'm not a fan, but I like them, especially because of Buddy Hield. I've been a fan of him his whole career, including when he was at Oklahoma. And I think the Kings do have championship winning upside, but De'Aaron Fox needs to be that player. And I think he can be that player that can lead teams to titles. But let's go into depth on how De'Aaron Fox can be that player. What type of player he'll be in his prime. Now, he was an insane player last year. I think next year, if he doesn't get an all-star, if he's not an all-star, it's definitely a loss for him. He needs to be an all-star this year. I know it's only his third year, but first 2 years of his career, pretty good. But he needs to be an all-star player already. I know he's really young, but I don't want an MVP candidate that wasn't an all-star in the first few years. I want one that's really been performing for his entire career. And I know you guys might be saying, Giannis, he was pretty young. He wasn't even that good when he was young. That's an exception. He's just been insane over the past few years, and yeah, that's just an exception. You guys know Greek Freak is an exception to everything. He's a insane freak of nature. But De'Aaron Fox, I think I know it can propel him to be an all-star, an MVP. He needs to use his speed more, and I know you guys are saying, speed, he's been using it. But he's the fastest player in the league with the ball, and arguably next year he can be the fastest player in the league. Now, Russell Westbrook, he might be the fastest player, but he's aging. De'Aaron Fox is only getting better, and he's still pretty young. I think De'Aaron Fox can be the fastest player in the league next year, and he really needs to use that to advantage. Also, it's Buddy Hield. He's going to be really fast. Meeting Buddy Hield, at least passing to him at the three-point line, that's going to elevate his stats, his team so much. Just him, and his efficiency is going to be going insane. And imagine if it's a 2-on-1 with Fox and Hield. Who are they going to pass it to or defend? Because De'Aaron Fox can pass to Buddy Hield, but De'Aaron Fox can also drive in the lane and easily get lit. He's just going to help his team and himself so much. He needs to use his passing to his advantage as well as his speed. Now shooting, I think he needs to shoot more. Just needs to do everything more. He needs to take more of a burden on the team. And without Willie Cauley-Stein, I expect him to. He needs to be that lead dog that just gets a ton of stats, just performs, goes all out for his team. And he doesn't need really anyone taking stats from him, anyone taking the ball from him. The Kings need to put the ball in his hands for this year. I think he will be an all-star next year. And all-star that early could easily mean MVP in the future. Now, the Kings finally have a bright future with De'Aaron Fox after bad and terrible draft picks. But now De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley, Harrison Barnes, that young core, they have a chance to do something insane, and that's win a championship. Truly, if I'm looking for an MVP candidate, I want somebody that has the potential to win a championship that year. And truly, I think a lot of people do. There hasn't been a ton of MVPs that have gone out in the first round, or at least haven't had a chance to win the title, or at least go far in the playoffs. Now, I think the Kings definitely have a chance in the near future to go far in the playoffs, to be a championship contender. Why not? They have a great young core, and they've been developing really well as De'Aaron Fox is getting better and better. But I want De'Aaron Fox, like I said, to be that lead man. And if he is, if Buddy Hield just keeps shooting threes, because remember, he's a three-point shooter, and so I think he can perform as well as he is in his prime when he's like 31, 32. I don't see why not. And Harrison Barnes, I just think he's a nice player. I know he's getting overpaid, but just wait till a few years. I think he could be getting that amount, and that would be a good amount. Now, Marvin Bagley, he's definitely going to get better. He was only a rookie last year. I don't see why not. And if he improves his shooting, he could be a real threat. Maybe even he's the real MVP. Okay, now I probably know he's not going to be the real MVP, but he's still going to be an insanely good player. And with that 1-2 matchup, that pick and roll, that's going to be insane. Imagine De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley running the pick and roll. De'Aaron Fox, one of the fastest, if not the fastest player in the league, with Marvin Bagley. Oh my gosh, that would be an insane pick and roll. But I think the Kings do need to perform if De'Aaron Fox wants a chance at winning the MVP. But I think they will. I think they might even win a championship within the next 5-10 years. I don't see why not. I think they should. Now, after all of this, I've come to a conclusion. De'Aaron Fox can be an MVP, but I also don't think he will. You have Giannis growing up, and he's going to be putting up insane stats. Zion, soon to be insane. Ja Morant, RJ Barrett, Luka Doncic, Trae Young. You just have a ton of great players. And De'Aaron Fox, I think, is going to put up a couple of MVP caliber seasons. I don't see why not. But with all this incoming young talent, it's insane. The past 2 draft classes, RJ, Ja, Zion, Cam Reddish, Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, the list goes on and on. With that last draft class, and then Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Colin Sexton, DeAndre Ayton, even Marvin Bagley. They really all have a great chance at being MVP. And De'Aaron Fox, I think he definitely has the potential. But sadly, I don't think he will. As well as Anthony Davis. He's going to his prime. You just have so much great players heading into their prime. Heading into stardom, superstardom. Great rookies, and truly, I think De'Aaron Fox can be it. Probably should be it maybe one year, but I don't think he ever will be an MVP. I'm sorry. I want him to be. I like the Kings. I like De'Aaron Fox. I think I think he should be an MVP. I want him to be an MVP, but sadly, I don't think he will. That's just the truth. But why not? He could be. Maybe he gets the voters' love. Could win MVP. I don't see why not. But yeah, he is an exceptional player to say the least, and I hope the Kings win a couple championships. I don't see why not. But guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and like the video, as well as commenting down below what you think of De'Aaron Fox, if he'll ever be an MVP or not, and if he ever should be an MVP. What do you think of the Kings, and just everything about De'Aaron Fox and the Kings. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and peace.